All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep, the Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Niru! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes, something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me? I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met. Ahem. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's right! I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourselves.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome!
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice and quiet.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow! Okay, so I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now. Yep! Good night, everyone! Today is the Academia's Mia Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nigarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Danger Archon. Well, yes, that's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nigarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's no one I'll hate them if things go south.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Al-Haytham?
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, students.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow, so there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to...
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since just act natural. Now, hurry along.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No,
Not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from... And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh,
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
You're... What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the traveler. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do... Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very... Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the Academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves...
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about her ready for your perusal.
Oh, Haytham! So you're still on the Academia side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well, I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue search. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyargarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get her locked up on purpose?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk she poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown and jailed for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal! Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! Huh? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Nahida! Hey, Nahida! When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I wanted to become a worthy art, so I've kept listening to, kept looking for a way to, so I can catch up to greater lord. But I'm stuck in this. The sages are, and I'm forced. Nahida! Nahida! It's so quiet here. Now that I think to our concept, should our concept, have I been doing the right thing? Am I? How do I? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all.
You're right, though. Nahida!
Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. When I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel...
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think? Yep, so that means...
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilu, how's it going?
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all...
Well, thank you both. I'll have to...
Ooh, that's...
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu?
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right... Do you want some candy?
Vihar, I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back... Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ramped. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to... Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham... Oh, it's a time to... Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more... Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge cap. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems that's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we met...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan.
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway... Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung an...
We couldn't do anything to him.
With a lioness like you.
We still need to eliminate the guard.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Sixth Sage following those blasted sages every...
Indeed. The trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into...
You gave such an important task to that child.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined. Besides, even if he's caught...
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them.
Good luck.
This outfit...
Hey, do you remember what you need to do?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about... You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grand...
Hey! They're here! I can see the Academia guards!
All right, it's time, Isak.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? I should go check to see if someone's hiding. There seems to be nothing here. Just...
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see anything just now?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see any?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her! Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going... I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up?
Phew, that was rough. I almost...
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. Or, after stepping into our trap, stop...
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunt...
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbaha Day ceremony. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought...
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The academia is heavily guarded. What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary. The Akasha indeed contains this information. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the traveler that Alhaitham's? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the... Well, even if I figure it out now. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser...
Confirm? No. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but... Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes. She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, you all can only see the world in your mind. The one you think you... And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanagi. She has been a wise and worthy...
Sino. Have you been waiting for a chance? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect...
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Al-Haytham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No one will come to... As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious...
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamat?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are going out. Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be... Thinking about it, when Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana...
Here comes your savior.
Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the Sage's As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a lot.
The Grand Sage is in it. Sino forced him to release Lesser. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this. Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
they say it's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. But I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon.
Thanks, you too. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own... It's like I just had an endlessly long... My concept... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
It's okay. With you here, Paimon...
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay.
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over.
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their God creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that. I need to make some preparations. First things first. After that, after all, this might take some time. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough...
Might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up. How's it going, Nahida?
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation... Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little floaty?
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied!
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to...
Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier.
By the way, even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation, I'm glad I can rely on you.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place?
The sages wanted to realize their god creation. Judging from the structure, but this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been.
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god, we had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis. The other obsession is probably...
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the right... That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no...
It sounds like you know the balladeer I see. The more we know... Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Time to work. No more words. Work time. No excuse for slacking. Stay right. Time to fulfill my duty.
Coming to be.
Let's end this quickly.
Burst forth.
Not breaking a sweat. It isn't time for a break yet. This should be fun.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Let's end this quickly. Not breaking a sweat. Let's end this quickly.
Burst forth. Moment of birth. Coming to be. Burst forth.
As a good knight should. Leave it all to me.
Let's end this quickly.
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
Let's end this quickly.
Live. Burst forth.
This is bad.
Live. Moment of birth. Coming to be. Live.
stone unturned.
Let's end this quickly.
Witness my great undertaking. Burst forth. A miscalculation.
I guess this is it.
Coming to be. Burst forth.
Windblade.
Not breaking a sweat.
Coming to be. Burst forth. This moment of birth. Burst forth. Coming to be.
This should be fun.
Burst forth. Coming to be. Live.
Prepare to be blown away. Windblade. As a good knight should.
My work finished.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. On the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Let's begin.
Burst forth.
Windblade.
Coming to be.
Let's end this quickly.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power. Burst forth. Come into being.
Let's end this quickly.
Burst forth.
Frozen. Crit, you'll get frostbite.
Windblade!
Come into being. Burst forth.
Freshness preserved.
Come into being. Witness my great undertaking. Burst forth.
Windblade! Time to clean up.
Chill to the bone.
Come into being. Feel this ancient power. Live!
Let the show begin.
Chill to the bone.
Be gone! Windblade!
Burst forth. Moments of birth. Come into being.
You can't run from death.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
I'll put you on. Let's move.
Windblade! As a dutiful maid would. steady as stone.
Let's begin this trouble.
Prepare to be blown away!
Burst forth!
Stay right there. Let's end this quickly.
Feel this ancient power.
I'll catch up.
That seemed to work. I must counterattack.
Coming to be. Live! Witness my great undertaking. Coming to be.
End this quickly.
Windblade!
Live! Burst forth! Coming to be!
Time to clean up.
Let's end this quickly.
Yep.
Moments of birth!
This isn't good. Well met.
Yeah!
Shouldn't get careless. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Let's move.
Burst forth.
I see through you. Eat up. Eat up.
Steady as stone.
You need to hurry up. You can't
Witness
run.
my great undertaking.
That all you got? This was well done.
Windblade.
You need to hurry up. Don't be a killjoy.
Coming to be.
Miscalculated.
As a good knight should. Leave it all to me. This can hurt. Prepare to be blown away. One after another.
Feel this ancient power.
Windblade. Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create. Oh no! What should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis. Are you nervous, Paimon? If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida? Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I feel not just nervous, but curious? Curious about her. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate, that's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonder? Ah, so that's what you mean. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
world would be so eager for my birth. I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really... A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original How much effort and resource from a purely technological perspective? You sure are something! But I don't think he's...
Strife is engraved. Can you feel it?
Nihito wouldn't feel the...
Do you not realize that you...
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. Tevat's current peace was not... All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point...
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as... Feeble human! Insignificant pest! My endless cycle begins! Churn! Insignificant pest! At my command, you shall fall! Witness my great undertaking! Feeble human! My endless cycle begins! Churn! Insignificant.
As a dutiful maid would, I must leave no stone unturned. Yep. Someone needs to Windblade!
Burst forth! Perish! Still within my threshold. Insignificant pest! My endless cycle begins! Moments of birth! Come into being!
Leave it all to me.
Churn! Perish! Feeble human!
Windblade!
At my command, you shall fall! Burst forth! Insignificant pest! Live, a miscalculation! Feel this ancient power!
Windblade!
My endless cycle begins!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Insignificant pest! Come into being! Live! Insignificant pest! hell! Burn to oblivion! You filth! Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. the first sage. A fool.
A thousand eons, mine to dominate!
Earlier!
Burn to oblivion! Kneel! Tremble!
I'm seeing stars.
Reality is pain! Tremble! Burn to oblivion! Good riddance, cruel world.
This may hurt a little. Share my knowledge. Windblade. Let's dance.
Your new god awakens! Now, your eyes have been opened. You filth! Tremble!
I'll protect us. Go, Barbara, go!
Kneel! Reality is pain! Tremble! Burn to oblivion! You filth!
Let's dance.
Kneel! to oblivion! Humans. Filthy humans. Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this. Forbidden knowledge? Your inference seems forbidden knowledge once polluted. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the but I'm afraid it is much more.
So, if we're in the...
Yes. She didn't completely eradicate the way that everyone, including me... I'm just... Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness. Yes. But now, we can cross the polluted and then... Will each of us need to be mind even with the Gnosis's protection? Don't worry.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here.
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them. Windblade.
Leave it all to me.
Let the show begin.
come into being.
Windblade! I must leave no stone unturned. Ugh, that's going back in the wash. But they still need me. Go, Bargo, go! Windblade! Let's dance.
Witness my great undertaking.
Steady as stone. I'll protect us. Windblade! Let's dance. Ready, steady, go! Let the show begin.
Feel this ancient power. Come into being.
Let's dance. Time to clean up.
Witness my great undertaking. Feel this ancient power.
Come on, we can do it. To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida? Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact? Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon. Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before? No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job. Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul? Well, this is the place. We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is that me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature? Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, but it's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant.
Come to think of it, the same. Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers for everything that day. Even the sky itself changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend. I had to protect. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. And it came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid...
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most...
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people...
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smooth, and then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no, how could that happen? I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible...
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Buer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Buer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams
can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little... We've just saved the world, right? So why am I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness from 500 and...
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Huh? That sound... Traveler! Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected. It doesn't have any effect on... This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment. But so I saved segments of all my... That's all there is to it. Indulge.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and...
Indeed. It's difficult for humans to make peace with them.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the result?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. Yet you only saw it as an ordinary You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your stand. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful material. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from, but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle, and indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained now. As the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict. Segments are extraordinarily difficult. Yes. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, you're right. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observed.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with your being as smart as you are.
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a Gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions...
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged. Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find... But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've real...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision!
Sheer
You can't be
foolishness.
serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted.
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have... Please wait!
You'll make
Good
this moment
riddance.
count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to explore.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have another chess piece. And where is your Dendrognosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's... Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the... Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say. Together! Okay. Wake her up. Are you awake? Kale says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right? Come on, Traveler.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Yep, yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste.
It's nice to have you here so we can...
Well, now that I've recovered from
And Paimon bets they're...
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter... Oh, it's... As heroes of...
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of...
Anyway, let's...
Oh, before you...
Ah, good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well, thanks.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be...
It's fine. I'm not that The Elazar patients have
It seems once Ermin's...
Yes, but there are. The Withering is one example.
By the way, we have to...
This news...
Huh? You mean he was...
He visited once.
Then you probably already know...
Celebration feast.
Huh? But did...
Perhaps.
Come to think of it, you and Kale are both Sinos...
Kale has taken over some of... You see, some VIP...
Huh?
Well, technically speaking...
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but Lesser Lord When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali, as a result...
That sounds really exhausting.
There is nothing we can do, but that's another topic.
Ah, right! We're here to...
You've recovered well. You may go. But be careful.
Yay! Will do!
The rainforest is the best place to live. I think I'll start with these questions.
Well, there won't be...
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that...
Oh, it'll be fine.
Hey, Nilou!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still
Look, I get it. Sumeru... Nilou is Sumeru's number...
If you consider enjoying Nilou's dances having good taste, then because Paimon thinks every...
That's right. We all think Nilou is an absolute favorite among Master Zubair.
Nonsense. But indeed, we could...
Ooh, good idea.
There's always a lot going on at the Great...
Yeah. And that Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were if for some reason they didn't receive?
Yeah, we can also check out...
As for Sino, I'm not too... As for Juniors...
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on.
Oh? You sound...
Would I be here asking you if I knew?
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you...
Maybe it's because you've never...
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude...
It seems that you really can't stand my person.
Ha! What was your...
Well, then you might as...
Are you threatening me? Ugh. And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't...
Don't get me started.
So, what great...
Like I need to tell you.
No. I think we deserve to...
I was in the desert for a large project, which is truly unfortunate. Hold on, wait a second.
Well, while you were...
Ha! And you...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices...
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two.
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in...
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order...
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that.
Yes. At least, that's how they're... It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded, only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great... Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous among the 6 great sages. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahuma...
So who's managing things in the other...
Yes.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage.
Huh? But...
I'm not even interested in being...
Oh, all right.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important... and the...
By the way, who was it?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know.
His name is Kaveh. My roommate. You could... Which is exactly why he...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the...
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are...
All right. I'll see you there.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you?
Dunyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections...
Yeah!
That's right.
Why do you still...
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you.
When I took this job, I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd...
So what are you gonna do?
I want to take a risk.
Huh?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan, I guess I still... Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that. But the whole thing also made...
Well, I remember...
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that.
We just came from Doc...
Did he tell you that he
What?
I heard that Azar...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Ugh. I'll hate them probably...
But you know, because you're...
In fact,
Even if being a mercenary...
A lion has to...
I don't...
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say... Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole dendro... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me.
Huh?
Well, no, not...
So, have you...
Oh,
She heard that you were seen...
Huh. It was... My lady has been
Right, and...
So what it really...
I bet the letters at...
No wonder there wasn't...
Sorry to make...
It must be something important.
Yes! She's...
Great! I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in, too. But is there some sort of...
Since it's being organized...
All right, then...
The feast will be held in...
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, but...
The General Mahamatra...
Oh.
But last time... As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only... Don't mention it.
All right, It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well!
It seems Gandharvaville's...
And Tainari...
That's good to hear.
Yeah!
You're welcome.
But why are you just...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh!
I've already talked with King, but you know one of the people...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you...
Raman!
Oh.
Oh!
Don't worry.
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here.
Oh, tell...
Yeah.
All right, well, I suppose I've decided to leave.
What?
It's not that I will no longer pursue...
I can see what you're saying now.
What?
I plan to leave.
Wow!
Sataria will return. She can't teach everyone.
Yes, that is the true meaning.
The people of King Desh, the stars have always...
Oh, please. Where's all of this?
You deserve...
Sataria's idea will bring much good to...
At first, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were like... Sataria... These words sparked... I gathered up the courage...
Azar has received much-needed punishment.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert. My plan was able to go smooth...
You're all doing...
Aside from that,
Lesser Lord Kusanali I applied for a few badges.
That's exactly.
Apart from this, we must be persistent about...
This is the first... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful... I hope people with...
Enough about us.
No, not it all. Nilu wanted to write a celebration feast at the feast will also be although...
Celebration? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tighnari was right.
It's rare to see.
No, not really.
Well, I still
I'm afraid I won't be. The messages. I'm sorry for how I. You and the art. Please keep down.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is completed.
Got it.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very...
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speech.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share...
Everything looks quite good.
Wow. Whoa. It's so... The food was specially prepared for everyone that came.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be...
Being a bodyguard is also a hero. And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really...
We owe it to our abilities.
Really? Why do I...
That's how I remember.
It's luck that brought us... Moreover, Judge...
Yeah. It was almost like everyone played their part. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord...
Yes! Even after being abandoned... Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah. What's with that fate?
Even if those two giants... Those sages really... If you bite the hand that feeds you.
Perhaps I shouldn't say.
You could simply tell Lesser.
I respect our deed while we're on this time.
Are you trying to say that I'm...
Why? Because... But seriously...
I did have my own motive. If the rules of our...
By that, you mean...
Precisely.
Wait, so that...
It's reasoning.
You've
You flatter...
All right, then.
That's right.
Will you be happy?
It's not about being...
Even so.
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively gather. No, the Grand Bazaar... That happy... Oh well.
My lady, the...
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that...
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
There. Well, how is it? It's the first time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think. I can't explain. Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up one... Of course. Just wait here for Paimon. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection. The connection between us is amazing. It's like... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for... Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all... Although you've already... Please say thank you to everyone for... Oh... But if I... What if I end up scaring them and ruining this one? Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice.
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you? Hello, Nilu. You know who I am? Yes. I already know every one of you.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could... Thank you so much for rescuing. Without you, without it, had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, people refer to you as the hero. Please.
Lesser Lord...
Dinyerzad.
You don't need to be so...
This is how the relation...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to... Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the acad... Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic... So are we. Is there anything you... Is that where you're headed next? As far as I know, that nation operates in the judicial system. Does their Archon personally judge people? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over However, even then, Focalor as Archon... Anyway... After recent event, I've given it some... But this is definitely not the Akasha's centralized... Although people may initially feel... And as for the former sages, I hope that the new six... The other big issue, I've already taken some measures... Are you sure? About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother. Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on her or her brother. This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any However, there must be something different about your brother. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after— What? There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world. But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy. What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscated, and whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of. But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world. Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatu... What's a descender? Paimon's never heard of... Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received. A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this traveler. You are Teyvat's 4th descender. Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them? That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time. Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy news. And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more, as there are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew, and I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future...
I'm sure glad we got to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dream.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Tevat, right?
Who's asking? Do you need something from...
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office. So, what address did that person give you?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is.
Come on! Paimon wants that! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon.
to the core.